Hello, welcome to the stream, or if you're watching it back, welcome to the video. Today we had the light, man, it gets getting in my eyes and it makes me look goofy. Anyway, today we are talking about, of course, my Euros 2024 predictions as promised. They're on the way. It's taken me so long to prep all this. I really hope you enjoy this video. I've really worked hard on making it as good as I can. I spent about 2.5 hours making all the graphics. I think a little bit more, to be honest. So yeah, I hope you're gonna enjoy what I've got in store for it. It's taken a while, and I can't wait to get into it personally, because I've tried to not be too biased. As you guys know, I'm not an England supporter, but that doesn't mean I'm going to say they get 0 points in their group. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now then, starting with the group stages, we're going to start with Group A, of course. Germany, I think, are going to get 9 points in this group. I know you don't see that a lot, but I think they're going to do it. I think they are going to do it. Of course, it's not going to be easy. I've only just put them to beat Scotland, but I think they'll handle the other teams handedly. To be honest, Scotland I'm putting through over Hungary because of goal difference. I'm pretty sure that's why I put them over. Goal difference is what I've done it off, because I'm not 100% sure on how it works, how third place teams get through. I don't think Hungary have made it through on the third place thing, by the way, but anyway, yeah, I'm predicting Scotland to go through in second place. Now then, Group B, okay, if you don't know already, it's Croatia, Spain, Italy, and Albania, I think. Yeah, it is. Here we are. I've actually gone Croatia top of the group. Probably my biggest shock pick so far. I think he would probably be people's third place. Yeah, I think that this isn't too bad, to be honest. The only thing that puts them and Spain apart is the fact that Croatia do get the win over Spain. I feel like they'll get the win. I feel like they're just going to nick a goal. Croatia got a solid defense. They aren't a team, I don't think, that concedes a lot of goals. I don't watch them week in, week out, but I'm pretty sure they have a pretty good defense, and they have a pretty good team as well, in all fairness. So I believe they can win there. I think they'll smash Albania. and there's no disrespect to Albania, but the thing is, I don't know any of their players, and I've not known them to go on any meaningful runs in the Euros or World Cup before now. So yeah, I'm gonna say that they get smashed by Croatia there. Italy, though, coming fourth and coming third even, with 4 points. I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna land third, which obviously doesn't guarantee them a qualifying spot. Bad for Italy, but good for other teams, I guess. But of course, they do still have a shout. All depends on where the rest of this goes. But yeah, I think Croatia will be a bit of a shock team in this. But are they even a shock team anymore, considering they've gotten to the semi-final of a World Cup recently, the final of a World Cup as well recently. I said recently for that second one. That was 6 years ago, by the way. That's mad. But still crazy. And I back him to just go on a weird run like that. To be honest, I really do. I like Croatia, because they just seem to be able to find a way. And although they just about couldn't do it against Argentina in the World Cup, maybe another day. But yeah, that's my predictions for here. I don't think anything too outrageous apart from Spain maybe going out and coming second. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking personally. Moving on to Group C, England top of the group. Look, I'm not trying to be biased making this. I am trying to be as fair as possible. I want to make this as non-biased as possible. Of course, it will always come across with me probably being a bit biased, but I think England will come top of the group, to be honest. Only just, they're equal points with their competitors in Denmark. Denmark, good team, I'd like to say. They got Højbjerg. Højbjerg's on good form. Højlund is a decent striker. Eriksson. England lost to Iceland in a friendly. I'm aware of this. I put them top of the group because they do tend to do decent in the group stages there. That's why I put them top of the group. I don't support England, by the way. So I'll just end that there. But yeah, I think they'll qualify. I think it could go either way with them and Denmark, because I think Denmark are a good team. But I remember Denmark almost beat them in the last Euros, and if it wasn't for a Harry Kane penalty, then could have been trouble. Sorry for my hair, fading. By the way, it's just fading off into the background. It's a shame, but hey, it's not reducing the quality too much. But I've predicted a lot of goals here. 4-2 England Serbia, 2-2 England Denmark. Last round has only got 2 goals between the 2 games, but I'm predicting a few goals in this one for this group. Of course, I think Harry Kane will probably get a couple. Jack Grealish not being here is kind of shocking, but Moving on though, France top of the group. Look, France, I have no doubt will get through this group, although everything else I kind of think is up in the air. Look, I would like to say I made my predictions for Netherlands before injuries started coming in. So, Frankie de Jong, I thought was going to be there and all that. And I thought Lewandowski would be here as well. Hence why I've actually got Poland actually getting a couple of goals here. I do wonder how they'll do. Otherwise. I hope they can do decent. But yeah, Poland. I'd like to see them get a bit further, but I don't know. I can't see them beating France or Netherlands, so I can only see them getting a draw in both of those. So. And of course, they do lose to France in this. Austria just come out with 1 point. No disrespect to Austria. All the teams that I may have done dirty or whatever. I'm not trying to. It's just there's always going to be that one team that just fails to succeed. No discredit to that team, though, of course. Moving on, Group E, second to last group here. We've got Belgium, who I've put top of the group. We've got Ukraine, Romania, and Slovakia as well. I'd like to see Belgium come top of the group. I think KDB kind of underrated when it comes to Belgium. A lot of people say that he's kind of mid when it comes to Belgium. I've seen a lot of people say that anyway. But in my opinion, he's actually really good. It's just some of Belgium's players just fail to finish, like a lot. So I think he's a good player. Kevin De Bruyne comes to Belgium. Got a goal for them the other day, didn't he? But it is. Sorry, just doing a quick pause. But yeah, Belgium. I think KDB is a good player, and I don't think he gets enough love. Not from Belgian fans. I'm pretty sure they obviously see the love and support. The love and support of no, I'm sure KDB gets the love and support from his Belgian fans, but I think probably fans that don't watch him too much and just see the highlights will probably diss him a bit. Belgium no longer an impact team. KDB can't do anything alone. KDB is like the shining light in that team, if I'm being honest. He is a huge reason that I think they'll get anywhere in this competition. They ain't the same team that they were in the last World Cup, where all these players are in their prime. Lukaku, Hazard, De Bruyne. They aren't that team anymore. Lukaku is bouncing between clubs. KDB is obviously still really good, but even he's coming to the back end of his career now. And Eden Hazard, well, he's retired, isn't he? He's not coming back. And I know we got good players in there as well. Jeremy Doku, of course, is a good player, and I'm pretty sure got a goal contribution the other night. And I'm sure you can pick out a couple of others, but they're not that huge, scary team I think they once were. Ukraine, though, I think they'll beat Romania, and I think they'll beat Slovakia, and I think that's all they need to do in this. I think they got the quality. They actually have decent players as well. Ukraine, they aren't just a bad team. They are decent, and I think they'll do decent in this group stage. And Romania, Slovakia, I think they've been given a tough group, but I have got Romania to get a bit of a shock draw against Belgium, 1-1 in the second match day. So yeah, that's how I see that going. I hope Belgium obviously do really good there. I'd like all the teams of City players to do well, apart from England. Don't like England. And now on to my final group. I know I messed up on the group name, by the way. I couldn't change it though, so it's just going to have to be Group E. It is Group F though, the final group. I've got Portugal to get maximum points, Turkey with 4, Czech with 4, and Georgia with none. Although Georgia have actually gotten to get a couple of goals here. I think Kvara is going to be a big help, if anything, there. So, yeah, hopefully I'm right here. I'm hoping I get all my predictions right. I've tried to be as non-biased as possible. So, yeah, I don't think this is too bad, to be honest. I don't think it's too bad. Not at all. Now then, I have got something to do really quickly before I get on to the next bit properly. But yeah, this is my predictions here. I think Portugal will cook in the group stages. They normally do, to be fair. So yeah, Portugal, they'll do the business. I'm sure Leao and Ronaldo will get a couple in for their side. But anyway, I have something really quickly to do. I'm going to try and do it as quickly as I can. Thank you for tuning in so far. And just 1 minute. There we go. And now on to my round of 16. See, guys, I've really been working hard to make this graphic. I'm not actually used to being up here, though. It is actually a bit weird, but I don't think it's too bad. But anyways, this is my round of 16. We got Croatia versus Poland. We got Germany versus Denmark. We got Portugal versus Italy. We got Netherlands versus Ukraine on to the other side. We got Belgium versus Slovakia. Oh man, I know that flag. Hold on. No, it's not Slovakia. It's not Slovakia. It's Slovenia. I get confused between the two. Slovenia. We got France versus Turkey. We got England versus Czech. We got Scotland versus Spain. By the way, guys, just going to let you know, this is actually how the group will go down to an extent if my predictions were to come true. Most of these are correct, but any team that got third place, I'm not 100% certain on. I know it's the 4 best third place teams that go through, but I'm not sure 100% where each one goes. I'm not sure how that is determined either. So I just went through them. First one to come up, and I put them in. So that's how it went. Hopefully, I've got it right, but if I haven't, it's not too bad. It is just a prediction stream after all. Good bit of fun, isn't it? But anyway, though, Croatia versus Poland. I think this could be a difficult game for both teams. I think it'll be tight, close game. You know what? Let's just move on. Let's go here. Now, here are my scores for all these rounds, for the round of 16 anyway. We got Croatia just about beating Poland 1-0. I think they'll just nick one. I think they just find a way, Croatia. And I think they're going to get a goal, and I think they'll hold on. Luka Modric maybe. Who knows? Kovacic, Vardio. We'll see, won't we? Now then, Germany 2-2 and 4-3 on penalties. That's what the bottom bit means, with the little white border. 4-3 on penalties. I think that is a difficult one for both teams. I think Denmark are a bit underrated, and I think they could cause serious damage if you allow them to. And I think Germany might have some struggles. Moving on though, Portugal, I think 3-2. I think it's going to be a proper thriller. Although I do think Portugal will be winning pretty comfortably for most of the game, but I think Italy are going to nick a late goal to make it 3-2, and then it'll be just about holding on. Last 10 minutes kind of go blinking. But that's how I kind of see it going. The Netherlands one, 2-1 against Ukraine. I'm predicting after added time here, 1-1 after added time, and an extra time winner for Netherlands. I do think this can go either way, to be honest, especially due to Netherlands injuries, but I just edged it. I edged it to Ukraine. Very close, though. Very close. Moving on to the other side, 2-0 Belgium. I think they'll do all right here. I think Slovenia will struggle to really create much, and I think Belgium will create enough to get the ball in the back of the net and do the business. Going on to France versus Turkey, I think they're going to fly through that. I think they're going to be absolutely fine. No doubt about it for me. I think France are a really good team. They got really good players, and they just seem to cook every time they're in one of these comps. England and Czech 2-1. I think it's gonna be a case of Czech getting a bit of a lucky goal and England climbing their way back into the game, but I think they'll manage it. I think Harry Kane will get a goal, and Trent Alexander-Arnold's going to bury one as well to win the game. Now then, moving on to Spain-Scotland, the highest scoring match here if you don't include penalties. I think Scotland are going to fight back as hard as they can, but I think Spain will always have an answer. I think the game's going to be like, 1-0 Spain, 2-0 Spain, 2-1, and then 3-1, then 3-2, and then 4-2. Scotland will keep fighting, but they just won't be able to get back in. Scotland have got goals in them as well, I'd like to say. I have no doubt they can score a couple. But yeah, that's just how I kind of see all the games going. Moving on to my quarterfinals. Belgium, this is where they crash out, I'm afraid. I love Belgium, but I can't see them beating France and their stacked squad. I do think that they'll have a difficult time there. Yeah, Belgium to go through. Kylian Mbappe is going to have an absolute masterclass, lads. On to England versus Spain. I actually think England are going to be winning 2-1 until the last 10 minutes of the match. It'll be 2-1 to England. A man warms up from the bench to make a difference, see if he can help his team in any way. Nick a goal and bring it to extra time, maybe. 16-year-old Yamal will come on the bench and he will play like Prime Messi. He will cause all the issues down England's wing. He'll cause all the issues for one of their fullbacks. I'm not sure which side he plays on, but whichever side he plays on, I'd be dreading it if I was that fullback. Yamal will cook in this game. The fact that he has to go home and do his homework is crazy. But you know what? Fair enough to him. But I just got a feeling he's going to cook. And he'll cook England. He's going to have one game against a solid team where he is the difference. I just feel it coming. How come Barcelona always pull just random gems out of their academy? They've got great scouts, man. Look at who they've scouted over the years. It's kind of mad. It really is. Messi. This new guy, Pedri. I know Pedri was an academy, but, just sign some random like that and, suddenly he's just a top baller. Crazy, man. But anyway, moving on to the other side, Croatia, they always find a way, but there's no way this time. I think Germany will squeeze through here. Kai Havertz goal. It's going to be scrappy. It's going to be close. And Kai Havertz just going to be the guy that gets his foot on the end of the ball in the chaos. So I expect Germany to go through it's going to be so close this game. I can sense they're a mile away. And despite Croatia's hardest efforts, hitting the post a couple times, I don't think they're going to go through. Moving on, though, to Portugal and Netherlands. I think Netherlands are actually going to be winning, and a late equaliser from Portugal will bring it to extra time and eventually penalties, and where you'll see Portugal keep their nerve in the penalties, and Netherlands will just lose it. Meaning our semi-finals are Germany versus Portugal and France versus Spain. And I'm predicting a huge shock result, maybe, of not just Germany beating Portugal, but absolutely battering. I think they're going to be winning 3-0 with 20 minutes left, and then Portugal will get a goal, but they won't be able to come back from it. It's too much. I just feel like Germany are going to just shock the world with this one. Make the world gasp. It will be tears for Portugal. Of course it will. But it will also be tears of joy for Germany. Because Nagelsmann, what's his name? The manager, he's got his tactics spot on in this game. And he's gonna turn Portugal into mincemeat. He's gonna absolutely cook them, I'm sure. You know, a very difficult run, I've got to say, for Portugal, if this is to come true. Italy, Netherlands, Germany, and then either France or Spain in the final if they manage to get there. Fair play for, doing what they've done. They've easily had the hardest run. Spain, I say, have had the second hardest, and then probably Turkey. But moving on to the final. That was going to be so satisfying. It was going to be so satisfying, guys. It just had to not be quite right, didn't it? It's a quick fix, but it's just annoying. It was almost beautiful. It's a quick fix, so don't worry. Yes. There you go, that's going to have to do. Now then, on to the final. The Euro 24 final. My predictions. It's Germany. Led by Florian Wirtz. Led by Toni Kroos in his last campaign in football. And Kai Havertz getting a huge goal against Croatia. And Julian Nagelsmann, I think his name is, leading from the touchline. It's Germany versus Spain. Spain with Rodri, the best CDM in the world. Laporte, one of the best centre-backs in the world. And they got more quality in there as well. Pedri. There's more. Yamal. The list is endless of talent in this final. But there can only be one winner. Of course there can. Only one. There is only one winner by the end of the day. And it will not be Germany. It will be Spain. I think they got it. I just think they're going to manage to find a way in this one. I don't really know how it's going to go. It's screaming 2-1 though. I think Germany, home soil, they'll feel confident, but Spain, they've been preparing. They've been ready. They're ready to go here. Absolutely ready to go. So, look, what a shame it is for Germany to lose like this, but Spain have done it. Won the World Cup Won the Euros for the first time since 2010. 2012. Incredible achievement. And hopefully the first of many. Rodri, another trophy under his belt. You'd love to see it. But I hope you enjoyed this, whether you're watching it back or watching it now. It's been quite fun. Although it was an absolute pain making all those graphics, it was really fun predicting all this and all that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. These are my predictions Feel free to let me know your thoughts. I'm open to any critiques, honestly. And of course, first watch along, we will cover Germany-Scotland on Friday night. Be there, be square. I'll obviously have all my predictions out ready to see how much I get right and how much I get wrong, which I'm sure will be a lot. Thank you all for tuning in. If you liked the video, feel free to like and subscribe. More coming your way soon.